person to speak for. What I love about networking, what I love about building business relationships. But I was at a meeting, and I got to meet this lady. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and tell us a little bit about Missy, and how this
And all
all
that
works.
stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, we need to know that Bernie is going to be a celebrity in a couple of months. Awesome. Yeah, Bernie says, have we talked about this, okay? My name is Elise Bruce, and I do a lot of things, but one of the things I'm really well known for is that I write all of the stories about the fictional 9-year-old Missy Berry, who lives in real life Sevierville, has all her adventures and mysteries in East Tennessee. So she's a local kind of kid that's known in a lot of places. Now, the neat thing about Missy is that when she grows up, she wants to be an undercover private super sleuth detective. But because she's only 9 years old right now, she's a kid, and a kid that loves to have adventures and mysteries. And no, she goes and she finds these. Now, when she does get hired, she charges $5 a day plus expenses, and expenses usually just a pop or something like that. It's not very expensive, okay? But she has these great adventures, all right? Now, one thing about Missy is I have been writing for years and years and years, and she never gets tiresome to write. I love writing her. And I've met a lot of really cool people because of Missy. And it's gotten to a point now that people, when I go in and go, hi, I'm Elise Bruce, and they go, right? And I write Missy here, and they go, oh, I know Missy. She's so cool. I love that. I have kids that walk down the street and go, hi, Missy. I never correct them. I would rather that they have fun believing that I might be Missy. Now, the cool thing is that every year I write a mystery specifically that is tied to a Samuel sticker search, which is, of course, coming up. And this is where Vernon gets to be famous. You've heard a lot of authors that always say when they don't like someone, don't make me mad, I'll put you in one of my books. Right? That's such a stupid threat, okay? In my world, this is how it works with Missy. If she doesn't like you, she never met you. She has no idea who you are. Even if she's met you 100 times, she has no idea who you are. But if she likes you and you have something that's going to work in one of her books, what happens is, dear so-and-so, and in this case, it was kind of like this, wasn't it? Dear Vernon, I'd like to put you in a book. This is what the story's going to be. The mystery of the dated deed. You do a lot of stuff with real estate. And so here's what's going to happen. Missy's going to read in this diary that she found in a Civil War underground hidden bunker that this guy who wrote the diary in 1864 had filed his dated deed. And Missy goes, well, like, aren't all the deeds dated? So she's going to reach out to Vernon, and Vernon's going to explain a few things to her. So my whole thing is that I'm always reaching out to people because Missy also does a bunch of really cool events. And if anyone's ever interested in seeing if there's some place that they could fit into Missy's world, you know what? Just reach out to me. Now, I don't have a cell phone because how not right would this be, okay? I have to mention things to my fictional character. If she can't have a cell phone at 9 years of age, neither can I. So I don't have a cell phone. Even as Elise Bruce, I don't have a cell phone, but I do have email, and it's monitored by my fictional persona. So that's kind of cool. So Vernon said to me, would you like to come to this event on Saturday? I said, sure. And he goes, would you like to know what it's about? And I said, I'll just come. And he says, it starts at 8. I said, I'll come late. And you know why I come late? Because I'm a morgen muffle, which is a German word for in the morning. I'm grumpy. I don't do morning. And at 10 o'clock in the morning, so I was like, I'm here. Now, generally speaking, people say, oh, so you're just pretending to be this Missy person. I hate to be the person to break this to you. This is me even when I'm not busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true, it's hard to believe, isn't it, that I would be this energetic all the time, right? In the morning when I wake up, it's grumpy, grumpy, grumpy. 10 o'clock, yeah, I'm here. And then I'm right back until 4 in the morning. Drives my husband crazy, who's also an author. It's much quieter than I am. And it's like, we're going to go to bed now. I got this idea that's going on in my head. And we get into bed, and I'm talking and talking, and all of a sudden it's dead silent. Because as quickly as I turned on, that's how fast I go to sleep. And my husband's laying in bed for another half hour going, she tires me out. But it's great. So some of you have got my business card. Some of you don't have my business card. If you don't have my business card, I'm going to give some extra ones to you, Vernon, so that if they say, I was too tired to ask her for a business card, you can hand it to them. If you're interested in being part of my world, that'd be great. Get a hold of me. I will definitely reach back out because I do, don't I?
Absolutely.
And if you want me to ever come and just have a coffee with you, let me know. Because I'm like this even before the caffeine happens.
Awesome. After 10. After 10. After 10. After 10.
After 10? Oh, geez, we're not doing that before 10 coffee. That won't happen. So I appreciate you giving me a couple of minutes there.
This was kind of impromptu,
Yeah.
but when I met her at this event, I was just like, hey, she just stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see the differences in the way we all have personalities.
Yeah.
How cool is this lady? This is cool. When we talk about being authentic, there you go. Okay? She uses her personality and just, we said quirky, I think is the word we like.
Quirky,
Right? We
that's
use that
right.
word on purpose.
Quirky
And what
Brandon.
that does is it allows people to feel comfortable around her. You know, how could you be mean to her? How could you know what I'm saying? If this lady showed me my business, I'd buy anything from her. I mean, you understand? That's the beauty of being yourself. So anyway, I just wanted to make that.
I can't wait to read the book.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want her, I think she talked about the stamp program. I don't think we did, but she'll actually set your business up if you have a brick and mortar. There's a cool thing. So please reach out to her. We didn't try to sell you anything, and she's not going to try to sell you anything. That's another part of the story.
Just get to know
absolutely
Missy.
free. There's no charge for it. It's just free branding.
Oh, well, Missy Barrett's on Facebook. You just go to Missy Barrett fan page, you can follow. It won't even cost you any money, and I won't know you're following.
Sure. Now, I don't know this young lady, but I've been trying to meet this lady for a couple months now. And the other day, you'll notice Natalie, who's up here, she's a title agency company. She had to go be with her son this weekend. I think she's into robotics and have some precursor to the big state event that they're having. And she's like, called me last Sunday, and she was almost in tears. And she's like, Vernon, I don't want to do this to you. If you need me to come, I'll come, whatever. So what happened is, I'm like, look, I'm family first too, okay? So I was like, we kind of got, it's okay. We don't have to worry about like not having enough space, because obviously today we're right on time. We're going to be just a little behind, but it's all going to be good. But what happens is that Megan and I are on the phone. I don't remember how. But Megan was like, I need to introduce you to somebody. Do you want somebody to fill that spot? I'm like, okay. Not knowing that this was somebody I've been trying to meet for. Okay? And how cool is that? So guess what? I'm just going to be, I know a lot of folks in here, but I'm going to get to know her today just as much as you guys are. Get your microphone and everything ready to go. So anyway, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. I'm going to watch over your stuff, but
No, you're good.
thank you for being here.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you guys for having me. My name is Rebekah Meredith. I am a structural engineer by trade, so I'm not a realtor. I'm a realtor tangential, and so that's kind of something else I want to touch on. I used to public speak a lot before COVID. Did a lot of women in construction, women in engineering, a lot of sciences. I don't care if you're female or not. I just tend to, when I was getting into the engineering field up front, I remember not being my authentic self because I felt like I didn't fit in, and hence the platinum blonde hair now, pink streaks. I mean, I walk into a lot of engineering meetings and I'm like, who the heck is that? That must be their social media person. No offense, Megan. And so being the engineer of record, especially because I worked at oil and gas, you guys heard the story earlier, the guy came up to me after and was like, "Can you ready to make some real money in oil and gas?" That's just, anybody here familiar with the oil and gas industry? Just ridiculous dollars.
I watched Landman.
Yeah, it's very, it is very accurate. It is very accurate. They will throw money. It's stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, but that propelled me into my career. And I'm going to talk a little bit about myself because if people that do know me, I got a guy, right? Like I don't necessarily know a lot, but I know a lot of people. I know a little bit about a lot. So no matter what you got, we were talking earlier about painting and like some other personal stuff. We had an instant connection because I knew a guy, right? I got a guy or a gal. And so talking about networking is tough because I talk about construction, and construction, if you don't know, is all networking, period. Relationships. One bad relationship on my job site can cost me my whole project. So we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I deal with people on a daily and making sure that they show up for me every single day. They show, in construction, you know how it goes. That they show up for you every single day, they do what they say, but I too have to do what I say. And I too have to show up in a big way. So when people say, go talk about networking, it's like, man, I kind of do it naturally because I have to. So I was telling Megan earlier, I feel like at networking events, I'm super awkward because I feel like I'm supposed to be networking. So it's like being on a dating app versus like just being in a bar. So you're at a bar and you're just like, you're not necessarily intending to go out with the guy next to you. You're just striking up a conversation because you know what you're talking to. Next thing you know, you're dating. Versus a dating app is like an interview almost. We're like, hey, we're both here to do the same thing. If I just come up and naturally talk to you, like I know you're trying to network and you're trying to like make a connection and feel super awkward. So I don't know how to get around that. This is my first networking event. So I'm just anybody in here an introvert? I know BJ, you said you were. Any other introverts? Really, Barbara, you're an introvert? Why didn't I guess that? So you sorry of the 3 introverts in the room, you're probably gonna hate me. But I'm gonna take my 30 minutes to network. I wanna know about you. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself, but I wanna know about you first. So to make it easy, name something personal about yourself, maybe about your kids, just something you really enjoy, and then something about your professional career. Why are you here? What are you looking for? Is there anything I can do to help you? Because I promise you, I got a guy. So Barbara, if you don't mind me picking on you first, since I met you at lunch, who are you? What do you do?
My name's Barbara Penny. I am a painter. I run a touch of class painting.
24 years in painting.
24 years.
I always say everybody can paint, but she's a painter. There's a difference.
What was it?
Well, what could you do in your business? What's something I might be able to bring to you for your business? Or what are you looking for? Maybe not just me, because you don't know who I know, what I know, but
Right now I'm looking for just regular connections with people. I've kind of been mostly in the office a lot. I hadn't done a lot of the footwork. I had supervisors and other people that did a lot of that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to just get out and meet new people, start to get my feet on the ground more, getting out of making the calls, ordering the supplies, like always indoors most of the time.
gotcha. So actually get out and get in your industry.
Yes.
I know, girl.
Yeah, the queen. And
Yeah,
it's funny,
we'll introduce you later.
I couldn't even my phone is that when I first met.
She is.
After talking to her, I'm like, she's the queen of my
Absolutely is. And what is your name?
I am Cassandra Bouvier,
Cassandra.
and I have a home studio offering spray tans and weddings.
Really? That's cool. Where are you based out of?
I'm like 5 minutes down the
Right
road.
here. Do you happen to know Kat Cummins? The Spray's Not Raised Girl? It's terrible.
For those of us in the back of the room, if y'all can speak loud.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I'm
We're having a party.
Cassandra Bouvier. I do spray tans and teeth whitening.
And then what's something that you could use help with?
Well, networking. I have 3 small children, so I don't get to go out and do a lot of things because I'm taking care of them. And so when I do go to networking events, I get shy or timid, and so learning how to network in a strategic way.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a great job. Okay.
I got the microphone. I got the microphone. You guys are in trouble now. All right, so I'm Elise Bruce. I write all the Missy Barrett stories. I live in Sevierville, and you want me to tell them something that I know about me that they don't know about me? You're going to love this. Okay, I, at 16, had a performance degree in classical piano. On my first job, the first job that I had after I left high school at 16 was playing keyboards in a heavy metal band.
Charles Gorman, local real estate agent. And what were your questions?
Something about yourself? Just something you think's interesting, you might want to know?
Other than the pizza thing, I think I dive into art and the physical, like 3D art and stuff like that, building stuff. Well, welding or clay or stuff like that. Do some sketching and stuff. I don't always share that with people.
And then how can we help you? What are you looking for?
Well, when we did our Zoom, I was very interested in the development you're doing, just seeing how you put something together like that, how you keep everything straight, but just kind of pick your brain.
You got it. I'll go back to it.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm Linda Meese with Realty Executives. As a realtor, something you didn't know, which I'm going to bring this up, I owned a construction company and built 12 houses back in the 90s when women weren't even in the business. So that didn't last long. After 1 year, I got back into real estate and made some real money. So what you don't know about me. I'm a former pilot. I used to fly for the Civil Air Patrol. I was a mission pilot, the only woman in the McGee-Tyson Airport at that point.
That's awesome.
And the soul dust built somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. I did tell them. After realtor, I did tell them.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We know each other a long time.
I got to meet you.
Oh, and I'm here to be known.
Yeah.
I don't think that's hard when you're a female pilot.
Yeah, contractor.
So my name's Vicky. I was invited here by Vernon. We've become friends. I'm about to have a baby. I do short-term rental decorating and flipping, and we do wholesaling, and yeah, that's what we do.
How can we help you?
Oh, just looking to network and grow my business. So, growth.
Got it.
Howdy, I'm Jeremy, Phoebe's better half. No, she's the better half, obviously. And I'm also an engineer from oil and gas. A big transition for our family was to come to Knoxville for real estate.
Were you in Texas?
Houston, of course. Yeah, of course. Lived in several other places.
I actually did LNG. Most people don't know LNG, so
Yeah, my last project was an LNG project.
Really? Chenier?
Huh?
Chenier?
No, it wasn't Chenier. But yeah, I think something that you don't know about me, just a small Texas farm boy, I guess, and just trying to figure out real estate as best I can. And something I need help with, I would say just partnership in general. Just finding like-minded individuals that want to do real estate as more of a team sport. That would be very interesting to me, to find someone that I can, do business with, that could become friends with, and
I've
get
got a
into
good
it.
group for you.
Okay,
Remind
great.
me afterwards.
Thanks.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Ramirez. I found out about this event on Thursday from the awesome Rick Rayburn and Rich DeForest, so I'm glad to be here. I am returning to the career of real estate after 15 years in retirement. I am born in Houston, grew up in San Diego because I'm a Navy brat. I met my husband there, who is a first-born generation Colombian American, and because my mother-in-law speaks no English, I'm fluent in Spanish. So what I am looking for is to connect with, I have a passion for that community. I understand after speaking with many realtors here in this room and other places, there's such a need to help families and so because I speak the language, I'm looking for referrals. That way I'm looking to connect with title companies, lenders, insurance brokers who are doing the same thing.
Are you based in Knoxville?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. Would you do anything in Superior?
Of course, I'm licensed in Tennessee.
Okay. Well, being in construction, I have a lot of Hispanic guys that work for me, and that's one of the struggles, is they feel like when they meet with realtors that they're being lied to, because they don't speak the language, and so they just feel like they're talking to me like I'm dumb. And that's a big one, actually, that we talk about a lot, so. But
My name is Christina. I'm a real estate appraiser here in Knoxville, residential only. I have a handful of rentals here as well, all in Knoxville. Midterm, one short term, but mostly midterm. And I run a women's meetup for investors, so if anybody is interested. Men are welcome, but not centered around men. We'd be happy to have you. We'd be happy to have you. I am interested in meeting people that are familiar with off the grid or non-traditional construction. My whole play is to get enough traditional rentals so I can buy land and build a non-traditional home and live for free. No mortgage and stuff. Obviously, you can't get a loan on construction like that. So, super interested in anybody that has any background on that. Really interested in earthships in particular. Talk about that briefly.
You looking at like designing them, or you're looking at
just having one
like
for
some,
myself.
Like, okay. Our mechanical engineer that works with me is really big at the off-grid stuff.
Cool.
Very big. So if nothing else, you can point in the right direction. Absolutely. Thank you.
You know that about you. I'm Brenda. I'm from Seymour, but I do a lot of networking here in Seymour, really in Blount County and Spear County too. Partners with Cindy, and we have a business called Next Level Strategies. I'm a real estate investor, a mortgage loan originator, and a mortgage note investor. And I'm always looking to see how I can help people in any of those spaces. And what maybe in this room, what I'm looking for would be if anybody's sitting on some dry powder, that is like a self-directed IRA or an old 401k from your old job, you're not happy with the return. Talk to me about that, talk to Cindy about that, because we have Next Level Strategies to help you deploy your capital in a passive way so that you can be the bank.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm the peas to the carrots, peas and carrots. Cindy Hewitt, I'm a real estate investor in Knoxville. I have 3 furnished rentals. I have a flip in progress right now, and building Next Level Strategies with Brenda. I'm trying to think of something interesting about me. A thing that popped into mind. The first time, well, I've only been skiing twice. The first time was in the Austrian Alps, and I don't know if you remember the ABC Wild World of Sports. They had the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat with the skier falling down the mountain. That's what I look like. Like somehow my ski jacket got ripped off my gloves. Everything was just like exploded from my body. So that was, I walked down the rest of the way from the mountain from that. And then so what I need today, like Brenda said, looking for co-lenders. Made some big connections today, and I made developing a tiny home community, so I made a connection on that. So if anybody is down to talk about tiny homes, I'm interested.
Hey guys, I'm Nick Galbraith. I'm the president of Foundation Mortgage here in Knoxville, and really I'm always looking to meet people that are in the real estate community and ancillary businesses, and we run a networking group out of our office, Grid, which Justin heads up. Is a really productive community, and what I find too is the more that we do this and the more people we meet, it's like so many things can happen through collaboration with people. So I'm always looking to do that, and Megan, my wife, and we're always collectively looking to do that. Megan's next, I think. It's feel free to come up and introduce yourself. Obviously a lot of familiar faces already. So, but I think there's really a lot of value in these types of meetups and just meeting people that are in the community, because you never know what can come out of it. You never know what that collaboration can look like. So I'm always open for it.
I'll give a shout out to Nick, because Megan's our branding director for Keystone. And I knew she was married to Nick, and we were having an issue getting one of our properties refinanced, and we got a hold of him, and within 48 hours, we had pre-approval, waiting on appraisal kind of thing. So he was sitting almost right in my back pocket. Didn't even know. Yeah. So like, you just never know, and always keep those relationships going. Just And don't forget to look at your network. That's the other thing. I knew it. Like, I knew it was there. And I just, whatever. Sorry, Nick. But thank you. Sorry, Nick.
Hi, everyone. My name is Megan Galbraith, and I'm the owner of the brand agency, and we do social media marketing. Fun fact, I was a competitive dancer for like forever. All through in my 20s, traveled, competed, actually coached a national award dance team for many years. So that was like my passion, and just kind of got into marketing and being on stage, camera and everything else. And here I am now. So I am looking for people that are wanting to learn about social media marketing and to spread brand awareness. I love doing stuff like this and workshops and classes and coaching, and also just helping you manage your account. So if you know anyone, let me know. Thanks.
Hey y'all, I'm going to speak. I'm going to close this out. My name is Justin Myers. I am the Director of Expansion for the Great Investor Network. So that is the largest agent-led investor network in the country. We've got 30 different cities, over 30,000 investors as a part of that, and we offer free education and small business entrepreneurship and real estate investing. So we've got YouTube University, over 350 videos. If you go look up Grid Investor on YouTube, you could come learn in person at Grid Knoxville. We've got an in-person community. If you want to learn, right now we have a cohort going where we're teaching you how to invest in real estate, specifically agents how to invest in real estate, because if you teaching is the path to mastery, right? And if the real path to mastery is, can I teach a teacher? Like if you want to create impact, you want 1 million people to get financially free, then we've got to go meet people like Charles that are natural leaders and empower them like a community, or like Christina. Investor is awesome. Charles and I went, like it was great. We had a really fun time. Alika was over there. Alika's an amazing entrepreneur. So, fun facts about me real fast. I was born in Okinawa, Japan. I started my career at the University of Notre Dame, where I boxed and studied great books before I drank my way out of there. I've been sober for 11 years. I like to overshare. That's like being lactose intolerant. Stop pooping your pants. So I appreciate it. I stopped eating milk because my stomach hurt. But thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Yes.
I'm using that, by the way.
Yeah, please. And what I like to do. So in my role, I have what I enjoy the most is connecting and consulting with people. And almost any industry, I do, to Rebekah's point, know a guy, like I know the CEO of my company. I can text him right now, and I have, and we have 80,000 agents in my company, and I have one in the C-suite of my old company, and I met them in hallways and stuff. I'm very just gifted at that. So I want to meet with you, and I want to know what you're looking to accomplish, and I can connect you with, because I just have a brain that just is like, sees problems, and the solution is always in person. So that's if I haven't met you, I'd love to chat with you, because I probably need you in my network, and there's so many, this room is full of people that I know, like, and trust already that do some amazing things. So if I haven't met you, I'd like to meet you.
Hey, so my name is Jeremy Adams. Who I am is a child of God. What I do is I'm a realtor in the Smokies, as well as I'm a chaplain, captain in the Army Reserves. I serve our military community that way. An interesting fun fact about me, just going to get that out of the way, is back in 2008, I was a contestant on The Price is Right. But nobody cares once they find out it was with Drew Carey and not Bob Barker. Then I don't care anymore, because that's the question I was getting, like, do you meet Bob Barker? I'm like, no. So, still pretty cool though. I was on TV, got to do all that fun stuff back in 2008, and my brother, who was there with me, loves to tease me because I was wearing jean shorts, and this is when all the guys were wearing untied tennis shoes. So I'm in jorts and tennis shoes on national TV. I was in college at the time, but I actually have a Jesus t-shirt on too, so yes. So Drew Carey had some fun jokes about that. Jesus. Actually, he made a joke about that because he saw my Panama. It was a Panama City church. He's like, "You in a Panama City college?" I was, yeah. I was like, I was there for a church trip there, and he's like, "Give me a shot of Jesus, please." He actually made that joke on there, so I have that actually on the CD or DVD from way back when. This generation still knows what CDs and DVDs are. But yeah, so what I'm working towards now is I got into real estate 2 years ago. I've got impeccable timing. my first week as a realtor was when Russia invaded Ukraine. And everybody knows what happened to the market right after that. Yeah, that was my first week. I didn't know what I was doing. So it's been a fun 2 years there, but definitely weathered the storm that way. What I'm working towards this year, my goal is just consistency instead of the really highs and lows of it all. Just trying to be more consistent. I've got a wife and 3 kids, so just trying to take care of them. They're all homesick with the flu right now, so I'm definitely glad to be here with you all. Not wiping different holes on all of my kids. So very glad to be here with you all. All the parents in the room are very understanding of that right now. My wife loves that I'm here right now as well, as she's feeling sick there. But yeah, so my goal to work towards this year is getting to just the consistency of stuff in real estate there. And then also is just had a great meeting Friday. I was out driving some properties and cabins with some builders and developers, and then looking to break into that, so then eventually turn into an investor as well as just an agent for other people there. So a little bit about me, all my goals and things there. But as always, Vernon was the one that got me connected with all that stuff. So shout out to Vernon, and thank you for putting this on so we can be here together. Thanks, sir.
Well, I'm not contagious, so that's good. Hi, everybody. Troy Hart with Incredible Towns, Incredible Business Networking. I want to start with some interesting things about me first, because we all do business, and that's fun. We can Google that and look it up. But isn't it more fun to know somebody? So we'll start with 2. One, if you don't already know me, my name is Choya. Okay, what kind of weird thing am my parents thinking? It's actually a family name. It means prickly cactus. It's Western Band of Cherokee. It's a family name. It was passed down. I'm named after Choya Shuduk, which means warm wind blowing through the prickly cactus. So they didn't want to give me that much of a name, so it got phonetically spelled, and they went from there. So, but it's always been a conversation starter for me. What's your name, Choya? Troy? Choya? Chewy? Choya? Showa? Just don't call me late for dinner. But it's always made me be conversational. I'm an extrovert. Grade A, out of the box, no excuses. The only filter I have is I want to put my coffee through in the morning. So I'm also very WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. I wear it on my chest. This is genuine me, except that I'm actually wearing pants. Richard Brooks, see, exactly. Yeah, I'm not wearing shorts today. It's not exactly 70 out, so and I figured with all these new people, I didn't want to shock them with my sexy 52-year-old legs. So we'll go for pants today. So I like to have fun. I'm also an avid rock hound. We have gone all over the country mining. We've been to the diamond mines in Arkansas, the opal mines in Idaho, the turquoise mines, and we've been to sapphire and emerald mines, and you name it. We love to go dig, get dirty, find rocks. It's not uncommon to reach down to the side of our couch and pull out a raw sapphire. It just happens. I don't know. I've been gold mining. We absolutely love to go do that. So that's something we actually arranged trips around it. This last year, we went to the Tucson International Gem and Jewelry Show and spent a couple of days looking at stuff, and then we went exploring and digging because that was more fun. And we make a trip about every 2 years out to Montana to go sapphire mining. And that's always fun. We've gotten to know a lot of mine owners out there, and we actually do a lot better at their kitchen tables than we do out at the mines. But it is who you know, right? And then I also really appreciate the finer things, and we found a way to do champagne tastes on a beer budget. We took it home a lot. I actually married a woman who has a culinary degree. That was a smooth move on my part. Yay. But we actually met working in the kitchen. So we both cook. I am a coffee fanatic, I love good wine, and don't give me the stuff out of the box. Typically bring my own coffee to places. So I'm a little bit picky when it comes to that. But that's me. I'm a little eccentric, but I make friends easily. I love people. I love helping people. My whole mission in life is to help other people succeed. And that's how we structured our business. So our business is a marketing agency in part. Incredible Towns is designed to help people with very small marketing budgets get larger results by amplifying what you're doing. We don't manage your social media. She can do that. I don't design your website. Somebody else can do that. What we do is we talk about everything that those people are doing for you and amplify it like a megaphone, if you will. It's third-party validation. So we're those people talking about you when you're not around online. So we're saying good things about you because how many times have you been listening to someone talk and they're telling you about their product or service, right? And you're sitting there going, oh, God, they're trying to sell me something. Stop, they just want my money. And then someone comes along and says, oh no, we use your service, it's great, it's absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't have anybody else develop my app. Better let Rich do it, right? I was like, well, Rich, why didn't you tell me you're good at it? You know? Because we don't listen to people who are being sold, but we love a kind word from a friend, a warm referral, a good review, 5 stars. Those things get our attention. So we're that service for you online that can kind of boil it down. And it's affordable. So we try to make it affordable for everybody. I'm not trying to make this a sales pitch. What I'm trying to say is that, sorry, it's automatic, right? Is that we've made a business out of paying forward helping people, and some of it does come back. And that's what I encourage all of you to do. What do we need? We operate a lot of networking in the area that are free, but they're paid for by sponsors. We have one sponsorship opening, so I'm looking for a sponsor. Anybody's interested in learning more about that, talk to me afterwards. So that's what I need. And if I can ever be of service to any of you, whether I make money on it or not, just let me know. I'd be happy to help.
Perfect, thank you.
I'm the guy that almost nobody knows except the rich, poor guy. I'm Matt Blake, and I'm Quality Movers. Anybody ever move?
Oh yeah.
It's one of those things that nobody looks forward to doing, and it's a day that I take to make a good day for somebody. I mean, example of my personality is the back of my shirt. If you haven't read it, everybody gets a chance to. I got another one that says, "Movers who care, don't show their underwear." There's another one I'm working on that's supposed to say, if you like it, then you should put a blanket on it. Whoa. Little things you don't know about me. Brooke was talking about dance, and I took over a year of dance, and I took ballet, I took tap, and ballroom. And that was quite tough to do all those at once. Once you learn one, you're going to learn another. You learn every week they change in ballroom, then you learn tap, then you learn ballroom. Gosh, you get a whole different respect for dancers. Because it's just like moving. I make it look easy, but if you try what I'm doing, I've moved places. One place you might be familiar with that tore it down about a year and a half ago, the Villa Colina. Moved Eric Barton in, and Scott Ward out. That was one of the largest moves I ever faced in my 3rd year of business. I've been in the business for 12 years now. Really well known for attention to detail. There's not anybody in my field that actually can, as far as I'm concerned, because there's not many movers out there that come prepared for wood floors. I've got felt pads, I've got garbage bags, I've got pretty much everything. I got more tie downs than I need, I get more blankets than I need, and I'm also getting from point A to point B without any drama, which is huge in a moving world. 12 years of business, less than $2,000 worth of damage, and never had to make an insurance claim. That is unheard of in my field. And I'm like, BJ, I hate speaking to the crowd. I'm here speaking to you.
Doing your job.
And if you want to know me, you got my number. If you don't, I've got a card. Somebody is always moving, and they're going to pay somebody to do it. You might as well pay somebody that's going to do it right the first time. You don't have to make insurance claims, and you got to worry about grandma's little thing that's really special that has no value to anybody else but you. I pay attention to details. So thanks for inviting me, Rich.
You're welcome. All right, well, you already heard our spiel a bit, but what we are looking for, since we are expanding with Allstate, if you know corporations that are multi-state corporations, you maybe know the business director, business development manager, or CEO. We love to work with them in states including Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, obviously, Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois. Oh, and Arizona. So if I mentioned a state that you know, a growing business, we'd like to talk to them. We can help put them on the map. Thank you. You want to talk to them about? Okay, good. Thanks.
I'm Vernon Corum. Fun fact about me is I'm here today because I wanted to be, and I chose to be, and I paid for this to be here today. And what I found is that when I get in a room with people like this, cool things happen. That's why I'm excited.
Well, just turn around, actually. It's all right. I'm BJ Brown. You've probably heard from me already. Fun fact about me, actually, I was texting my wife actually to see what she thought. She's gonna be mad at me. She's gonna be mad at me. So, first thing is she thinks I'm a collector of Ohio State apparel. Sorry guys, okay. Alright, so, interesting, right?
Your stock just went down, DJ.
Just wait. The next one is, the other interesting fact is I have a hot wife. By the way, she's pregnant. We're having our second child in April, so I'm very excited about that. But all thanks, she actually mentioned one thing I forgot about. When I was 11, 12 years old, me and my father did three summers in a row cross-country trips on a motorcycle. So it's been a couple 3 weeks, 5,000 miles trip, exploring the country like people don't get to see a whole lot. So yeah, and looking for. Basically, I want to be that guy. Yeah, for anything, foundation, crawl space, basement, that's my goal. Be the guy you can call on, trust on, to help you out. So, yep.
Well, thank you guys. This is what networking is about, right? Like I could have stood up here for 30 minutes, told you guys how to do it. Is there a Sex and the City fan in here? Sex and the City, the show. You've seen the episode that talks about dating, and she's like, well, what do I know about dating? So she goes, come on, ladies, let's go to the bar. And like takes them out to the bar and like starts pawning them off. So I missed one.
Yes.
Oh, I'd like to meet you. Just say your name, something fun about yourself, and then how somebody in this room would be able to help you.
So, like, introduce my business.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Veronika. I'm originally from Slovakia, and I own Brow Vero Cosmetics. Brow is eyebrows. I've been in the business, this is my third year, and how I got to it, actually 3 years ago I got my own eyebrows done, and it kind of interested me. Before that I was a stay-at-home mom. So I had my eyebrows done, and then how I got to it. So if anyone doesn't know what it is, basically I just eyebrows.
Anybody have their eyebrows done? I do. But yeah, so sitting here thinking about how do I talk about networking, because it's something I do so naturally, I'm like, why don't we just do it? Like, instead of let's talk about it, let's do it. So let me tell you a little bit about myself, since they did give me the microphone in a, I guess, actual way. I am a structural engineer. I always say I'm a wannabe architect. I'm one of those, Brenda and I were talking earlier about how your daughter has both sides of the brain thing. I have a very, very creative side, and I have a very, very technical side, and that is very rare in engineers. Very rare. I actually like say I'm an engineer that speaks human really well. And not only that, like again, walking into design rooms and things, and if you knew me in my personal life and didn't know what I did, you would not believe me if I told you what I did. So I think that's cool with staying authentic to myself and learning that that's okay. So I say I'm a wannabe, architect, Lego lover, developer, dreamer. And so I always feel like people get up and like tell all the interesting things about themselves and how important they are. Not necessarily in this room, but I mean when I go to other engineering conferences, that was the other reason why I kind of flipped this. So originally I was going to talk about me and then talk about you. But normally I speak at engineering conferences and construction, so I know what you do. I don't need to. Whereas here I had no clue. I met a painter. I have an eyebrow specialist. I've got realtors galore. I've got an author. So it's like, how the heck do I say something that's meaningful to all of you? And the only way for me to do that is to know who you are and what you do. So again, some of the cool things that I think a lot of people wouldn't believe about me, I designed the 27 lock wells going into the Panama Canal expansion on the Pacific side. That's probably my biggest claim to fame, so to speak, in my career. I also own Elevation Engineering and Design. It's like the redheaded stepchild that we don't talk about, but makes all the money outside of Kingston. And we did 347 houses last year, all in Sevier County. So if you think about take out holidays, weekends, and all that, that's more than one day. We are very, very good at what we do. We also do it from a construction perspective because I am a structural engineer by trade. I also went out and got my GC license because I got tired of men telling me, sorry guys, that I didn't know what I was doing because I was a girl. And so I went out and started doing it myself. And that's where the Pinkstone came from. And then, let's say, I firmly play I'm a builder and designer for subdivision. Has anybody heard of us before this, Pinkstone? I know it's Sevierville. 1, 2, anybody worked in Sevierville? Have you heard of Stonehenge yet? Stonehenge is our development. It's my brainchild. I heard tiny home development somewhere over here. Over there. I had this idea because every time we go to design a house, like, well, they go up, we back up even further. I said this on our speakers phone call. I said, speaker, yeah. Does anybody know why we put lines in this? So you think back to like everybody getting this wrong. I mean, you have this wrong all the rooms separate. Because that's how you split, right? I mean, we're over here, hard work, we came from a separate room, that was our lifestyle. Now, the reason why the concept is so big is because our lifestyle is just all mixed together. We don't have traditional general, we have traditional, just homes and households and much, we up in concept thinking. Well, that started happening in the late 80s, when we got popular in the 90s. But it hasn't changed since then. Like, you really look at how houses are designed, and that hasn't been changed. But it is changed. So for me, I'm trying to lifestyle so different today than they were even 2 years ago. So I always challenge my team, about everything you know about house direct, what would you do? And one of the big things we recently came up with was writing a very common, right? So we're seeing more and more professional, I call it professional levels. So when we're working individually and we're two kids, we don't need a ton of space to maintain, but they do have very thoughtful, like tiny homes to go. They love the smaller space next to it. So I always said, I want a massive quality, I want a really nice massive, but I don't want to have 5 houses. So we started designing these houses that not only do they provide celebration activities, they provide the bus behind them, they have massive masters, but they're also convertible. So you can take a 2-bedroom, and it's already been blown, already been framed, and converted to 3. Or potentially 3 or 4, if I get a 2 or 5. So you can imagine you don't have to keep yourself for that right going up. You know, the problem is if you sell a house, you sell it for 300,000, you can only buy something similar in size, right? So if I want to jump out the bigger, the bigger house, I raise it about 250. I sell it for 350 in size, so I get 300. No. Now I have to sell 450 to get into bigger. But I have to higher, that's the game. So we said, well, what if we create something with the family? And so that's something that we've done, and that's Stonehenge. So if you haven't checked us out, stonehengebypinkstone.com. And this is where I was going to flip the script and go back to you guys, but I did that first. So I'm probably over time. I wasn't checking time. But for me, it was the most important to have everybody here know who everybody here was. And that's usually what I do behind the scenes, is I'll meet Barbara, and then I'll go put you in contact with that person, and that person, because I'm the I got guy. So thank you guys for letting me be up here. It's nice to meet all of you.